to just again pick your brains on something that you also equally touched on, and this in respect to the operationalization of this particular fund. The launch date is obviously today. The product being launched particularly is the personal finance. So we are talking about the credit of the 500 to 50,000 Kenya shillings. That is what is being launched today. The interest rate, as we've talked about, is 8%. Per annum prorated, and the refund period of this particular one is 14 days. Let me just get your mind on this one, Hamisi. 14 days of returning of this particular product, the personal finance. We are talking about hustlers here. How practical is this, and how does this even make it different from the already existing funds in the market?
Thank you very much. These are the questions that those of us who have done some work. I went to Congo market and looked at the traders, the hustlers there, and looked at the process for them to get the product. They come and buy the product. Some of them go to sell outside the market. Some of them sell at the market. And sometimes the traders don't sell anything that day, and they have already bought the product. So I'm worried about what is it for. If it is to do business, then you have to get a fund, do the business, get your money, and then give back. That period is very short for any business person, especially the hustler level, the so-called hustler level at the low. And then sometimes the weather. Sometimes it's so hot, people don't come to the market. And I'm looking at that only hustler at that market, but there are so many hustlers doing the other things. If you're buying something to be able to cook and sell, it has its own challenges. And you may not be able to raise that money back in the 14 days. That is our worry. The process of getting that fund, sometimes conditionalities. You know, money is money. You cannot just be given money like what he said. Those conditionalities, sometimes in the bureaucracy of our government and of the government, the process may not be as fast as you think. When do you apply? When do you get? And what do you do? We prepared our mindset, when I get this money, I'll do this and this will happen. You know, there are a lot of assumptions in the process, and maybe I'm waiting for the policy. I'm looking for the launch report and also the policy that will guide us, and who is involved in the fund until I get it at Mombasa and I go to do the business that I want to do.
All right.
And the market, sometimes it's dry, you know. So I still have some questions on the amount of money, the return, and also the process itself.